Okay, Jai Jagannath. So, Bhagavad Gita, verse 10, chapter 10, verse 6. Krishna is starting to speak about the Vibhuti Yoga, the Yoga of Powers, and he is explaining about his own avatar, himself. So he said, the great seven rishis, the four who were born before them, which means the Sanat Kumaras, and the Manus were all created by me and generated through the mind. All the creatures in this world descend from them. Yeah, of course, except the the Chatusana, which who didn't have any progeny, but otherwise, the seven rishis, the Manus, are all Prajapatis. Okay. Ooh,
So,
Prajapatis.
generated through mind.
Ah?
Mind is how mind, like mind is material, right? Generated
Oh,
through mind.
right. Yeah, the mind is material. The mind is material, so Prajapati Brahma generates, but through the mind. God doesn't need to generate physically. And so are the superhuman beings, like the devas, the rishis, and all above the gross human level. The generation of a progeny is done through the mind, not through the body. So that's why, you have, for example, Kashyapa is one of the greatest Prajapatis, Kashyapa Rishi. And he generates with some of his wives, he generates snakes, mountains, trees, mosquitoes, all the bodies of the beings, are generated through the mind. It's not that the wives of Kashyapa actually had a pregnancy with the trees. This is a level of reproduction that people here don't understand. I am always very disappointed when people project their gross human physical limitations on the devas and the avatars, and because they don't understand. I believe that unfortunately these gross material ignorant projections have been facilitated by decades of poor popularization of what is called mythology. The TV serials, episodes, even the Amar Chitrakatha was not exactly a good idea. To be made like that, to be trivialized, like fairy tales. And of course, people ask, how many wives Vishnu has and how many children with each wife. That's stupid. That's stupid. But what to do? So the devas, don't have gross physical needs. They don't engage in gross, physical activities. So these UFO, ancient aliens, people that think that the devas are lusty guys who, come to the earth to rape the human women. It's like, okay. they got things wrong, because those are asuras, they're not devas. The devas are divine, they're devas. They're on a very, much higher level. Still, they enjoy life because they have the apsaras and everything, But that's not the gross idea that people have here on the planet, on this planet. So they were all created by me and generated through the mind. Then after the system has been put in place, then it will self-propagate. The trees will propagate through their ways, and the animals will propagate through their ways. The human beings will do their way, and the devas will do their way, and so on. Not all beings, not all the bodies procreate in the same way. Like, for example, the plants. Plants are material, material bodies. The plants have material bodies, and they propagate by union, but not necessarily. Like, for example, you cut a branch from, some tree, and you put the branch in a proper place with the proper soil, the proper dampness and everything, and it will make a new plant. Human beings don't just chop off a leg and make a new human being from the leg. That's not the normal way. So there are different types of procreation, different species, but the original ones, we could say the master copy, from which all the photocopies are made, they're generated through the mind. Okay. Any other question on this? Is that clear enough?
Yeah, like what I was trying to ask is, mind is material, right? And
Sure.
how God is creating through
Yeah, but
mind, like
also
he is not
the
material,
bodies
right?
of the beings are material. Krishna is not talking about generating the souls. Here, he's talking about the
No,
second
in this
dimension.
one, when Krishna says
Yeah.
generated through mind, so through his mind, right? Or
Sorry?
generated through mind means generated through Krishna's mind, or
No. 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 Krishna's mind is not material. Krishna's mind is not different from Krishna. Just like Krishna's body is not different from Krishna. Okay. Material elements and spiritual identity. Okay. Spiritual identity or spiritual body, Siddhadeha, is not material. Is not made of gross elements, and it's not made of subtle elements either. Because we have to go beyond the material mind. We know, the Vedas keep saying it. The Upanishads, keep saying it, that the Brahman is achintya, adhokshaja, is beyond the material grasp, the grasp of material mind. So that means it's not material, right? Krishna doesn't have a
yes.
material mind. Just like Krishna's body is transcendental, his mind is also transcendental. It's not made of material elements. But
Mhm.
Krishna manifests as Swamsa, Vibhinamsa, and Sakyavesha avatars. And now he is saying that as Brahma, Prajapati Brahma, he creates all the bodies of the material universe. So, Swayambhu Prajapati Brahma comes from the lotus flower that grows in the, in the lake of the navel of Garbhodakasha Vishnu. There's no, it's not a gross body. It's a subtle body. The bodies of the devas are not gross bodies. They actually are beyond the limitations of the gross body. Like for example, Agni is not limited by the material element that he controls. Agni controls the fire. It's not that the fire controls Agni. You understand that? So
Yes.
Agni can be present everywhere in the universe independently because it's not limited by time, space, and individuality. So the bodies of the devas, especially in the higher order, are very similar to the transcendental body. They're not completely free from all material elements, so they're not exactly free from ahankar, buddhi, manas. But they are not limited by the gross elements. They actually control the gross elements. So, when Krishna identifies with Prajapati Brahma, he's saying that it is the divine energy, the divine existence, the divine consciousness that through Prajapati Brahma manifests all the bodies. So it starts with the first sons of Brahma, the first progeny of Brahma, Prajapati, which are the 7 rishis, the 4 Kumaras, and the Manus, which are all generated through the mind of Brahma. I don't know, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. What more can we say about this?
No, I think we can move forward. I got
Okay.
the idea.
You can go, yeah, okay, let's go forward, no problem. Okay, the 6 and 7. A person who truly understands this, which is not easy as we can see, and knows this Vibhuti Yoga is certainly engaged in a proper meditation without any doubt. Because this meditation is not on gross material objects. It helps, this kind of concepts help the mind to become less heavy. So that's the proper meditation. Okay, let's go on. And 8. I am the origin of existence of everything, as everything emanates from me. Intelligent people remember this and worship me with intense attention. So, ultimately, the knowledge by which Prajapati Brahma manifests all the beings through his mind is coming from Krishna, is coming from Vishnu. So, the real creator, the original creator, is Vishnu. Brahma is only making a secondary creation, but the first creation starts with Mahavishnu, Narayana. Mahavishnu becomes manifested in the Mahatattva. The Mahatattva is the Adi Shakti, the original energy, the original power of Vishnu that acts as Yogamaya. And that's the first creation. First creation is done by Mahavishnu and Maya, Mahamaya. First Yogamaya and then Mahamaya. Mahamaya manifests all the aggregate of all the material elements that is called Mahatattva. Then Mahavishnu at each breathing cycle emanates all the universes and reabsorbs them in his own body. So this is another step, another phase of creation. Only when each universe has been manifested out of Mahavishnu's body through the agency of Mahamaya, then Brahma appears in each universe. And he starts the secondary stage, the secondary creation, that is the manifestation of all the material bodies, of which Krishna was talking in previous verse. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions about this?
No.
Okay. Then we go. 9. We are talking about the devotees here. Yeah. 8. Let's see. Yeah. Intelligent people remember this and worship me with intense attention. So what they do, these people worship Krishna with attention. They concentrate their consciousness on me, dedicate all their energies to me, and always discuss to help each other to better understand me. In this they find great pleasure and satisfaction. Machitta madgata prana bodhayantam parasparam katayantas chamam nityam tushanti cha ramanti cha. Krishna, this is worshiping Krishna. Shravanam kirtanam Vishnu smaranam. Krishna is not expecting a big standard worship, big temples and complicated rituals. That's not really necessary. Okay, let's go. Tushanti cha ramanti cha. Okay, 10. To those who are always connected to me by serving me with love and devotion, I give the Buddhi Yoga, the engagement in intelligence, by which they will come to me. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. This is very important. Gita mentions buddhi as a crucial factor in spiritual life in all these verses. And also Katha Upanishad is also explaining, and lots of quotes here, because this is a very important point. We cannot become better devotees of Krishna by becoming stupid. So, verse 11. Out of my kindness to them, I destroy the darkness of ignorance from within their hearts by shining forth with the radiant lamp of knowledge. So the people who say that knowledge, jnana and vairagya are bad for bhakti, they have not read the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, let's go on. And 12. Arjuna said, okay, this is also a very nice verse. You are the supreme Brahman, the supreme abode, the supreme purifier. You are the eternal and divine Purusha, the first of the Devas, non-born and all-powerful. Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhum. Very nice verse. Okay. Lots of quotes again. 13. All the rishis say this. Devarshi Narada and also Asita Devala Vyasa. And now you are also telling me very clearly. Okay. 14. O Keshava, I consider all this that you have been saying as the supreme truth. Certainly neither Devas nor the Danavas are able to understand your divine manifestation. Because the Devas are limited anyway, they're not limited in the gross material sense, but they still have a material mind. 18. You certainly know yourself as you are the Param Atman, the Atman of the Atman. O Supreme Purusha, origin of everything, Lord of all beings, God of the gods and protector of the universe. Not bad. Everything clear here, huh?
Yeah. Like it's theory, but
Tell.
no, I'm saying it's theory for me because no
Yeah,
realization,
well,
all this.
we're just reading Gita, that's good enough. Okay. At least we're making an effort to try to understand it,
Uh-huh.
Most people who do the Gita part, they don't bother. So, the effort to understand what Krishna is saying is a big step. Anyway, 16, if I can see correctly. I need eyeglasses. Okay. Please tell more about your endless divine powers, by which you pervade all these planets and remain situated in them. So this is a very interesting point, because Krishna is going to give us a very good meditation exercise that can be understood by more or less everyone, because it encourages people to see God in everything. Okay, then we go on verse 17. O Yogi, how should I know you? Through constant meditation. Yogi means, the supreme yogi. O Lord, in which different ways and sentiments should I contemplate you? So Arjuna is very clearly, explicitly asking, how can we meditate on Krishna? Okay, now, 18. O Janardana, please describe the various manifestations of your Vibhuti Yoga again, because I can never be tired of hearing such nectar. So, it's nectar. It's not something bad. Okay. 19. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Hanta. Yes, I will tell. The wonderful Lord said, yes, O best of the Kurus, I will tell you about the divine potencies of the Self, which is the Supreme Self, the Param Atman, the Atman of the Atman, okay? But only about the most prominent, because there is no end to the variety of my glories. Okay. 20. O Gudakesh, I am the Atman situated in the hearts of all beings. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all beings as well. So the Paramatma is the soul of the soul. Each one of us as Jivatmas is like a spiritual cell in God's spiritual body. Just like we are the soul of all the tiny souls that are the cells, the living cells of our body. So the Paramatma is the soul of our souls, and which I find is beautiful, because it really gives us the idea, of the meaning of the Mahavakyas of the Upanishads. Okay, and we have 21.
Can we continue this meditation like next time from this 20th
Okay,
verse?
sure.
That be
21, yes, also because we got, to the proper time. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for your support. We'll continue next time. Jai.
Sure,
Jai.
sure.
Jai. Jai
Jai.
Jagannath. Radhe Radhe.